Hi everyone and welcome along. Now I'm getting so inspired by the summer this year, particularly because I keep thinking of loads of summer icons to paint and draw. And this in particular, two little deck chairs make such a sweet card design. So if you're in need of a card for any occasion really, then how about giving this a go? So grab your paints and let's get started. So we're going to make some simple summer cards, and what I've got here is a piece of watercolour paper pre-folded so that when folded it becomes a really nice card. This is 5 inches by 4.5, so obviously when that's flat that's 9 inches across. I just really like the shape of that. It's quite sort of squarish card, and I thought what would be really nice is to paint two little deck chairs and just sort of leave it at that really. So the key thing when you're doing nice simple little illustrations is we just want to make sure that we're placing things where we want them on the page. So before I do anything else, I'm just going to sort of mark out the area and a sort of rough sense of the middle. And then from there, I'm going to draw a deck chair. So we're going to use the top edge here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of curve down, and then on this side I'm going to curve down but slightly less of a curve, and then I'm going to mirror it on this side. And I was just thinking this card would work for so many situations of any kind of nice sort of relationship, friendship, love, kind of anniversary type thing, but also just kind of a nice image of summer. Okay, so here comes the slight challenging bit with the deck chair. So we want a line coming down, and I'm going to do one from here as well. I'm just going to mirror it both times. And then on the other side, we're not going to see it sort of all entirely, but we're going to have a parallel one. Then we're going to have the sort of cross. So we're going to have one coming back, and then imagine it sort of there. So again, we'll go from the other side, imagine it there. And our fabric is going to just come up and come across like that. And then we're going to put in a horizontal. I'm drawing nice and heavily with the hope that you'll all be able to see okay. And then we're going to put one more in like that, and one more in like that. And oh my goodness, we've almost got a deck chair. We're just going to put another one in there and another one in there. And we'll just make a point of, if we can see a little bit of a horizontal there, bring these upwards, and there we've got some lovely deck chairs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to roll the pencil with my eraser. So if you want to take a screen grab of this, pause the video right now, take a screen grab, and then you can use that as your guide. But for me now, I'm going to roll out, and just reduce the pencil because it makes your life so much easier for painting if your pencil is really minimal. The first thing I'm going to do is take a little bit of buff titanium and a little bit of Payne's grey to just cool it down, and I'm going to use that as my sort of base colour to just create the feel of where the deck chair fabric is, because it's all very pale on a pale background. But I'm not sort of painting it in neatly, I'm just doing it quite
roughly. Not even sort of fully filling in the area, but that just helps us. And then if I add a tiny bit more Payne's grey, just add that to the bottom for a bit of shadow. Okay, so we're going to let that dry, and I'll just clean that up because we don't need that anymore. So we need some wooden tones, so we'll get all our browns. I've got burnt sienna here, and we'll get some yellow ochre. But what browns do you have in your palette? There hopefully are some warm ones, some rich warm ones, and then maybe some cooler ones like raw umber. And then with your earthy tones you can use things like Payne's grey and moon glow, lovely deep dark shades, to help cool them down or change their tone just a little bit. So we'll get a few colours ready, and then we can start painting in a nice sort of varied wood grain once this has completely dried. I'm going to use a combination of my size 2 brush, which is this one, and my size 1. So we're painting this in a sort of soft and gentle way. And what I mean by that is I'm not worrying about being like really precise with things. I want there to be a sort of playfulness to it. And I think also deck chairs are quite they're quite confusing things to paint and assemble. So just don't worry if you get a bit confused with all the wooden struts. And you can see I'm using a little bit of unpainted space, a little bit of negative space in there. So now for the stripes, I think I'm going to use some aqua green, and I'm going to use a size 2 brush, and I'm just going to go for it. And then once I've established the first stripe, that means I can then try and sort of follow it. So you can see how the stripe sort of starts quite broad, and then as it curves, it's going underneath, so it starts to thin out a little bit. There we go, and then we could sort of cheat this. I might do just a tiny little edge, and then have the stripe coming up the other side. And I thought to go with the aqua green, I would go for Pyrrol orange. And I think, it's funny, I think as a left-hander I find that side very easy to paint and this side a bit more awkward, not too bad. Whoops. So yeah, just choose your stripes, keep it fairly simple. Deck chairs are, the classic deck chair is the stripe. And then if you find it a bit tricky with the size 2 brush, especially because there's going to be one side that feels easier than the other, you could always get your size 0 brush and help yourself out. But what I would say is try not to make it too perfect. These pieces are successful by their character. So once that had dried, I rubbed out the pencil entirely, and then it's just a case of a few last little accents of colour that I think will be helpful. So I'm going to put in a few little bits of burnt sienna wood grain. Just in case you've got a bit of an overlap anywhere that you want to just sort of establish. But you can see I'm doing it in quite a sort of blobby kind of a way. Okay, and then I think if we took a very small amount of Payne's Grey and knocked it right back and then got a bit of buff titanium in that colour we were using right at the beginning, I just put a tiny hint of that at the top. A tiny bit at the sides. And we put in a bit at the beginning, but I think another bit. And what happens is you just catch a tiny bit of the colour, which just helps. I think it just makes it rather nice. And there we have a really gorgeous, very simple summer card, which I think would work for birthdays, anniversaries, all sorts of things. Maybe just a nice simple thinking of you kind of card. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. We've got loads more card making tutorials over on the YouTube channel, so you just head to the playlist, which is card making, and you'll find all sorts of things there. But let me know how you got on with that one, and of course we'll see you next time. Bye.